Coming up on today's episode of Technoid, it looks like Samsung might finally be rolling out its ECG feature with the help of its new blood pressure monitor. More information in this episode. Also, the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II looks like it's going to be delayed, but not for a long time, maybe just for about a month. More details to come. And also, T-Mobile finally merged with Sprint, and a lot of good things are coming out of it. And I'm going to tell you in this video whether it's time to switch over to T-Mobile or if you're a Sprint customer, what to do. All that and more on today's episode, so stay tuned.
Let 'em go, baby!
I want to kill you! Hey, what's up everybody? Michael here, welcome back to Technoid. And guys, by the intro to that skit, trust me, filming it was not fun. If you think I didn't mess up, take a look at this blooper. Stay tuned, whoa! So yeah, she's all right now. But anyway, welcome back everybody to another episode. I hope you all are having an excellent day. Once again guys, today's episode is going to be a little bit longer. And honestly, my last video blew up bigger than I thought, and so many people did not know I was a tech show. So that's why I always put the main story in the beginning, and I put an intro so you people will know when you click on the video. Okay, you know what? Let's start the episode. So story number one, first story up, the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. Now, for a while, I have been covering this phone, and I said that this was a really intriguing phone. From the design of the phone, to what it offers, and basically how it's being mostly a combination of everything that Sony has to offer. From entertainment, to gaming, to display, to sound, quality, everything. Well, unfortunately, it looks like this phone might be delayed. So, according to the article, the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II might actually be delayed till next month, May. Originally, the target date was supposed to be this April, but due to what's happening in current situations and also some future evaluations internally from Sony, it looks like they will be releasing the phone next month in a late Mayish They hope to release it in late May, and then the phone will probably be able to be pre-ordered. Now, once again, we don't know the price. The rumored price tag is around $1,000, which is kind of crazy considering Sony really hasn't been in the American market for a while. But the phone itself, like I said, is looking for a late May release. Now, for me, I think that this phone, I stand by what I say about this phone. I made a previous video in the past. The Sony Xperia 1 Mark II, for me, is really Sony's comeback phone. Now, I understand the circumstances of what's going on out there right now, so the phone is probably not ready to go with everything that's happening. But I will say, with also the internals that I'm hearing from most of people that are talking to me from the websites, it seems that they're also trying to reevaluate where they're positioning this phone to go, because it seems like they're trying to figure out what market price, what exactly, because there was a lot of backlash when there was people saying that the phone could reach $1,000, and people spoke up. They were like, why should we pay $1,000 if we can get something else? So it looks like they're trying to reevaluate and reassess their phone. So hopefully everything comes together by late May, and hopefully Sony prices this phone at a reasonable price point. I still think it's a great phone for what it's giving you, but of course that is just my opinion, not facts, and you have to go by what you think. And that's it for the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. Story number two, let's kick it up, Samsung. Now, Samsung I've been covering for so long about their tablets, I kind of forgot to talk about their wearable. Now, according to Samsung themselves, they have just recently passed a blood pressure monitor that they have on the Galaxy Watch Active 2. Apparently, it took a little bit of time for them to clear this with South Korea, but they have officially got the clearance, and now they're going to roll it out later on in Q3, and hopefully other future wearables that they have. Now, this is a sign, obviously, they're making new wearables, but does this mean that the ECG feature is finally going to come? Honestly guys, no. I think there's gonna be a little bit of time before they finally get that feature rolling. It's been delayed for such a long time that I don't think this release of this blood pressure sensor does anything. Maybe it gives them a step closer, but I don't think it's gonna be released anytime soon. Now, while that is all and good, I think that this feature really is not gonna be a big selling point. That's just me, but it's good to know that they have extra health features in their arsenal when it comes to their wearables. So props to Samsung for that. Next story, let's go to Huawei. So as you know, Huawei is supposedly the king of smartphone cameras, has the best cameras on the market, but you would never know that from their promotion, because every time they make a promotion and they say, we take the best cameras, they always get caught. And this time around, it is absolutely no different. Why, Huawei? Why? So according to 9to5 Android, Huawei once again has been caught red-handed with faking their images, saying that it comes from the P40 when it's actually taken from a real professional grade camera. I'm not going to really go into detail on this. All I'm going to say is I personally don't like Huawei, not because of any espionage or any dumb thing. I just don't like them for their lack of innovation. Not saying they aren't innovative, but in terms of design, also really just their experience. They're trying to be iOS, and it's really obvious. You could agree and disagree with me on that, but they keep on taking the notch from Apple, and they have no signs of slowing down. Looks like they finally woke up and finally are going to change the design, but let's. And last story up, T-Mobile. So, as you know, I am a T-Mobile customer, and for a while, my friend Sam,
the SMT,
have been covering basically T-Mobile's 5G merger. He has done a tremendous job when it comes to cellular connectivity. I have been covering the consumer aspect, and he is a great guy. Well, Sam, if you're watching this, please let me know how I do. So, T-Mobile, as you know, just merged with Sprint, and now all the little fine details are coming together, and according from T-Mobile themselves, it looks like they will be up and ready to go with their 5G for Sprint customers and T-Mobile customers, which means they will get the latest 5G speeds, 2.5 gigahertz, I believe they are going to start rolling out in Philadelphia and New York City, and in their claiming it is going to be full 5G, nationwide 5G. Now, on the one hand, I said to myself, I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty interesting. I like where T-Mobile is going, but then when I look at the current situation of everything, not just with what's happening out there, but consumers on a whole, to me, 5G is still not ready. It's definitely being worked on, that's a given, but T-Mobile is making it sound like it's really ready to go. And I'm looking at speed tests from my mother's 5G phone, the S20 5G, and also taking a look at LTE plus speeds. There is virtually no difference at all. So in my opinion, I think it's cool that they are working on it and they want to get people on the 5G board, but I feel it's just a marketing stunt and I just don't think it's ready yet. I do think, however, it will be ready in the next couple of years. Maybe by next year we'll be seeing some significant upgrades, and then the year after, I feel like that's when things are going to finally start to roll out better. But if you are a T-Mobile customer, now's the time to get your best value. They're giving you Quibi free for a year and Netflix. You also get T-Mobile Tuesday. And for Sprint customers, if you're curious, how do you work? Well, thankfully, in the article, T-Mobile claims you will be able to keep your add-ons and premiums and everything that you have in your current Sprint plan. It will help carry over to T-Mobile. They will grandfather it, that's the term everybody uses, and you will get the best value out of it all. So if you're a Sprint customer, there's no need to just transfer over to T-Mobile. You're already going to be transferred over and you get to keep all your stuff. So nothing to worry. And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stay safe, take care, and peace!